Alrighty, folks, if you want to see which one of these free plays on this video here today that I actually like the best, you may want to think about signing up for today's Gold Club pick. I'm 6-0 in my last 6 Gold Club plays on my premium page, red hot right now in that package. It's a full access, all-inclusive membership, which means if you sign up for that package here today, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. It gives you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day during that time frame. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick time out and welcome you to my NBA free pick video here today for Tuesday, October 29th, 2024. Happy Tuesday to you. Hopefully you had a great start to your week. And of course, if you're joining me for the first time here today, my name is Brock Page. I've been dishing out free sports picks on YouTube since 2016. And once again, folks, we are 6-0 in our last 6 Gold Club picks on my premium page. Now, today's Gold Club pick, it could be any one of these games. It could be, well, the T-Wolves or the Nuggets, maybe the Kings, possibly even the Warriors, or maybe it's not any of that. Perhaps maybe we have a play on the total in one of those games. But regardless, the only way to find out is to join my Red Hot Gold Club package on my premium page. And with that, folks, let's go ahead and dive into some free content. We're going to take a look at the Mavericks squaring off against the Timberwolves, 7:30 Eastern tip-off. Minnesota's -4.5 at home, totals 223. We saw a 1-point move toward the Timberwolves, opened at 3.5. Now, both teams are 2-1 straight up, 1-2 against the point spread. But it's actually Minnesota who's played some really tough defense. They're allowing just 108 points a game, and they've done a great job defending the three ball. They're actually limiting their opponents to just 29% shooting from beyond the arc. And no real surprise, they're allowing a league low 8 made three-pointers a game. Mike Conley leads the roster in steals. Rudy Gobert has the most blocks. And they're facing a Dallas club who's actually in the bottom 10 in point production, bottom 3 in free throws made. But if that ain't bad enough, well, this is one of the worst field goal shooting teams in the league. Dallas currently has the second lowest offensive field goal percentage in the entire NBA. Now, injury-wise, Kleba and Exum are still out for the Mavs. When it comes to the total, the Mavs saw their last 2 straight stay under the total. Those were unders against the likes of Utah and Phoenix. Meanwhile, Minnesota saw 2 out of their last 3 stay under the total themselves. Give me Minnesota -4.5, under 223. Next matchup, Nuggets-Nets, 7:30 p.m. East. Denver's -5, totals 218. Saw a 2.5-point fade of the Nuggets, open 7.5. 2.5-point fade. They opened 7.5. Yeah. Sorry, doing the math in my head. Denver 1-2 straight up, 0-3 against the point spread. Brooklyn 1-2 straight up, 2-1 against the number. Now the Nets have definitely had their issues with Denver in recent gatherings. They've lost their last 3 straight against them, 1-5 straight up in their last 6. When it comes to defensive play, they're allowing their opponents to make nearly 50% of their field goals against them. That puts them in the bottom 5 in that particular category. They're also putting just way too many people to the foul line. They're allowing over 27 made free throws a game. That's second worst in the NBA. And unfortunately for them, the Nuggets are a top 10 free throw shooting team despite their recent struggles. Jamal Murray's still perfect from the foul line, second on the roster in points. And big Nikola Jokic, he's scoring over 32 points a game himself, double-digit rebounds a night. Now, when it comes to grabbing boards, the Nuggets as a team, they are currently 6th in the league in offensive rebounds. When it comes to the injury list, Simmons, Watford, Bogey, and Sharp, they're all out for Brooklyn. Now, total-wise, the Nets saw 2 out of their last 3 get over the total. Denver's coming fresh off an over against Toronto. Give me the Nuggets -5, over 218. Next matchup, Kings, Jazz, 9 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Sacramento's -5.5, totals 235. Saw a 1-point move toward the Kings in this one. Open 4.5. Sacramento's minus 5.5. I just said that. Wow. Think, Brock. Use your brain. Sacramento minus 5.5. Total 235. Utah 0-3 straight up. 2-1 against the number. And when it comes to defensive play, this Utah team, they've given up a ton of points. They're allowing 121 points per contest. Bottom 5 in the league in that category. And no real surprise here, folks. The Jazz are giving up more made field goals a game than any other team except for one. And they're facing a sharp-shooting Sacramento squad who's actually 4th in the league in field goal percentage, 1st in free throw percentage. De'Aaron Fox makes 92% of his foul shots. 22 points a game he's averaging. And Domantas Sabonis, he's grabbing double-digit rebounds a game, 23 points a night himself, 56% shooting from three-land. Now, injury-wise, Robinson's questionable, Carter's out. Meanwhile, for Utah, Eubanks, Hendricks, Juzang, and Collier are inactive for them. When it comes to the total, 7 out of the Jazz last 10 meetings with Sacramento did get over the total. So if you're into historical trends, plenty of overs to go around. Now, the Kings also saw 2 out of their last 3 get over the total. Overs against the likes of the Lakers and Timberwolves. Give me the Kings minus 5.5, over 235. And with that, folks, we're going to dive into our next and final matchup for the video. It's going to be that Pelicans-Warriors game, 10 o'clock Eastern tip-off. New Orleans is minus 3.5, totals 217 and a hook. 2-point move toward the Pelicans, opened 1.5. New Orleans 2-1 straight up, 1-2 against the point spread. Golden State 2-1 straight up, 2-1 against the number. And even though Steph Curry is sitting this one out here today, it's actually been Buddy Hield who's been splashing those long balls. Hield's drilling 52% of his three-pointers. He's second on the team in scoring. Of course, Trace Jackson Davis, he's making 77% of his attempts from the field. And I'll tell you, those guys aside, the real strength of this Warrior program this year, it's been their defensive effort. These guys allow fewer field goals a game than any other team. And they're facing a Pelican squad who's actually in the bottom 10 in points per game themselves. Now, New Orleans also, they get a bunch of shots blocked on offense, and they're 25th in offensive rebounds. Now, injury-wise, Murray and Murphy are both out for the Pels. Curry and Melton inactive for Golden State. When it comes to the total, Golden State saw their last 2 straight stay under the total. Unders against the likes of the Clippers and the Jazz. They also saw unders in 7 out of their last 10 meetings with New Orleans. So once again, if you're into historical trends, you certainly want to think about that one there. Give me Golden State plus 3.5, under 217 and a hook. And with that, folks, and now it's time for our quick pick recap. I like Minnesota minus 4.5, under 223. Denver minus 5, over 218. Sacramento minus 5.5, over 235. Give me the Warriors plus 3.5, under 217 and a hook. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium page. And if you do end up getting a membership here today on my premium site, just a friendly reminder, you're going to get access to that package every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships absolutely free. They're going to be included with your membership. That's why I always tell folks that Gold Club package, it's a full access, all-inclusive membership. But most importantly, folks, got to thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Well, that's it, folks. Happy Tuesday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium site.